Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to beautiful Caesar's Palace here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, as we bring you the official weigh-in for tomorrow night's the World Welterweight title featuring Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Zab Super Judah. It's all being presented by Top Rank Incorporated and Don King Productions in association with Caesar's Palace, Wynn Las Vegas, and Corona La Cerveza Más Fina.
Hey man, you're my shot.
Tickets are still available over at the Thomas & Mack Arena for tomorrow night's big show. And it's also available on HBO pay-per-view. He's undefeated, 35 victories, no losses, 24 big wins by knockout. The three-time world champion, here is Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather Jr. 146 pounds, 146 for Mayweather. And now coming up to the scales, ladies and gentlemen. He too is a three-time world champion. 34 victories, 3 defeats, 25 wins by knockout from Brooklyn, New York. Here is Zab Super Judah. 145 and a half pounds, 145. Once again, Judah, 145 and a half, Mayweather, 146. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds for the World Welterweight title. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the words are flying up here on the stage. And tomorrow the fist will be flying as well. Once again, the main event is scheduled for 12 rounds for the World Welterweight title. Floyd Mayweather Jr. weighed in at 146 pounds. And Zab Judah weighed in at 145 and a half pounds.
His job is how to get paid.
If you think it was hot up on the stage, make sure you're at the Thomas & Mack tomorrow, where it'll really be hotly contested in the ring. For our next bout, we'll be competing in a 12-round World Welterweight title fight. Correction, WBC Flyweight title fight, scheduled for 12 rounds. Coming up to the scales first. His record stands 43 victories, only 3 defeats, and 1 draw, with 33 wins by knockout. He is the current champion from Los Mochis, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jorge Travieso Arce. 111 pounds, 111. Up next to the scales, the challenger. His record, 38 victories, 2 defeats, and 2 draws, with 24 wins by knockout. From Managua, Nicaragua, ladies and gentlemen, here is Rosendo Alvarez.
You gotta drop his jaw. Let's do it. Yeah.
Rosendo Alvarez weighed in at 115 pounds. He is 3 pounds over the limit. He'll have 2 hours to make the weight. 2 hours to make weight. Once again, Arce weighed in at 111. Alvarez 115, 3 pounds over the weight limit. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with our weigh-ins. This will be for the third title fight on tomorrow night's card. Scheduled for 12 rounds for the WBA lightweight title. Coming up to the scales first, he's undefeated. He is the defending champion. 28 victories, no defeats, 14 wins by knockout. From Houston, Texas, here is the WBA lightweight champion, Juan Diaz.
Go on, look his way. Go on, look straight ahead.
Juan Diaz weighed in at 135 pounds, 135 for the champion. And now coming up to the scales, a challenger. He too is undefeated with 27 victories with 19 wins by knockout. From Caguas, Puerto Rico, here is Jose Miguel Cotto. 134 pounds for Cotto, 134. Once again, this will be for the WBA lightweight title. Juan Diaz, the champion, weighed in at 135 pounds. And the challenger, Jose Miguel Cotto, weighed in at 134 pounds.
Turn this way. Hey, turn this way. Ricardo. Ricardo, this way, over here. Ricardo. Jose, this way. Jose, Jose. Right here. Good. Thank
you. First, undefeated, 24 victories with 1 draw, 18 wins by a knockout. De Culiacan, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. 147 pounds, 147. On the scale, his opponent. He has 8 victories, 2 defeats. From St. Joseph, Missouri, here is Tyler Zakowski. 146.5 for Zakowski. 16 victories with only 1 defeat, 9 wins by knockout. This is Jose Manuel Lopez. 135 pounds for Lopez, 135. On the scales now, he fights out of right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. 12 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw, 3 wins by knockout. This is Wes Ferguson, 135 pounds. He's a member of the 2004 U.S. Olympic team in Athens, Greece. Fighting out of Glendale, California, undefeated with 7 victories and 4 knockouts. This is Vanis Martirosyan, 154 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he now fights out of Denver, Colorado. 3 victories, no defeats, 1 draw. This is Tefo Asetso, 151.5 pounds. Fighting out of Whittier, California. 13-3-2 with 6 KOs. This is Sal Garcia, 123 pounds. Garcia, 123. And his opponent fights out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. 13 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, 9 KOs. This is Juan Ramon Cruz. Coming up to the scales first, fighting out of La Mesa, Texas, 6-5-2 with 1 KO. Heavyweight Dominic Jenkins, 215 pounds, 215 for Jenkins. And his opponent, he fights out of Ponce, Puerto Rico. He's undefeated, 5 victories, 4 of his wins by knockout. Here is Victor Visval, 233 pounds, 233. First, he's undefeated with 5 victories, all 5 wins by a knockout. Fighting out of Montreal, Canada, here is Berman Stavern, 236 pounds for Stavern, 236. He's with 1 defeat, both of his wins by knockout. This is Marcus Deer, 255 pounds for Marcus Deer, 255.